Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. EJ brought Kat into the police station's questioning room, where Chad was sitting. Chad said, "I need to talk to you." Kat reaffirmed that she had no idea where Abigail's body might be. "That isn't the point of this," Chad stated. EJ clarified that he intended to drop Kat's allegations. "Why?" Kat inquired suspiciously. "For the record," EJ stated, "I am disgusted and appalled at what you did to Chad and the rest of Abigail's family, Kat, regardless of your purported justifications." The handcuffs were taken off by EJ. EJ snarled, "Enjoy the freedom you sure as hell don't deserve." EJ nodded and went out. Kat remarked, "I'm sure you're not just letting your brother drop the charges out of kindness." "You're correct. I would much rather watch you spend the rest of your life rotting in there." "But I'm unable to," Chad remarked. Clyde had gotten out of jail, Chad explained. Kat let out a gasp. Chad acknowledged that while he had spoken with Clyde, he had not brought up Kat's mother. "I questioned him over Abigail's remains. He promised to tell me, but with a caveat," Chad said. "What is the situation?" Kat inquired. According to Chad, Clyde had insisted that Chad bring Kat to him. Perplexed, Kat inquired as to Clyde's need for retribution. "Like what he most likely did to my mother already?" Kat inquired. "I think so," Chad remarked. Chad informed Kat that turning over Kat was the only option to retrieve Abigail's remains. "The sole option? You really despise me?" Kat inquired. "Yes, I do despise you. Because, in the end, you had the ability to put an end to everything, but you chose not to," Chad stated. Chad told Kat that he thought she should have done more to thwart the plan, but he understood why she had agreed to it. "A part of me wants to delegate my dirty work to Clyde. He most likely would if it were my brother. However, since I'm not my brother, I won't let you die," Chad remarked. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. "I'm going to use Kat as bait," Chad clarified. "I'll try my best to keep you safe, but I can't promise that it will work out," Chad remarked. Kat consented to assist. "At the very least, I owe you that much. And this might help me find my mother if there's a chance she's still alive," Kat added. Chad declined to assist Mark when Kat began to inquire about her sibling. "But we're going to need to cooperate if we want to accomplish this and have any chance of success. Take a trip together. Examine the notes. You must be in my presence. Will you be able to cope with that?" Kat inquired. Chad promised to go to all lengths to find his wife. When JJ rang the doorbell at the Horton house, Julie was on her way to the kitchen. Julie gave JJ a hug and yelled. As they sat on the couch, JJ told Julie about his involvement in Chad's Parisian wedding. Julie expressed her gratitude to JJ for being present to expose Kat. Julie remarked, "The good news is that sadistic woman and her murderous brother are now in jail." Julie expressed her gratitude to JJ for his visit. "I must know the fate of my sister's remains." JJ added, "I also wanted to see my family." "I love you so much," Julie remarked. JJ inquired about Doug. JJ remarked, "I always feel better when I'm around him." According to Julie, Doug was feeling ill and irritated over the phony Abigail. Julie added, "You know, Doug, he'll be up and around in no time." JJ remarked, "The man is nothing if not resilient." The fact that Doug was 98 years old astounded JJ and Julie. "I think it's a blessing every day that Doug is here," Julie remarked. "Everyone does," JJ concurred. In order to sing with Doug, Julie asked JJ if he had brought his guitar. JJ grinned, recalling to Julie how Doug had gently urged him not to ask Lonnie to marry him. "You reached that conclusion on your own, as I remember," Julie remarked. Julie said that Eli and Lonnie were doing well when JJ inquired about them. Julie inquired about JJ's dating life. No, not right now, JJ acknowledged. What a charming, attractive man. Julie remarked, I have no doubt that a beautiful woman will arrive very soon. Julie questioned JJ if he intended to check into the Salem Inn after pointing out that he was missing his suitcase. Yes, JJ replied. JJ accepted Julie's invitation to stay with the Horton family. Having you here is going to be amazing. This time, I hope you stay a while, Julie remarked. We'll see, JJ remarked. While eating lunch at the Square Cafe, Gabby and Javi talked about his responsibilities as an assistant. Javi grinned as he read a flirtatious text from Leo while Gabby discussed a botched investment proposal. Are you paying attention to anything I say? Gabby inquired. Javi smiled at the text, and Gabby asked him about it. Claiming to have been taking notes, Javi lied. I am really appreciative of the opportunity, but I had no idea that I would only be an errand boy, Javi remarked. As she listed off a list of things she needed Javi to do at the office, Gabby emphasized that she required more than just errands. Rather than taking notes on his phone, Javi texted Leo to follow up on the duties. Javi was given her divorce papers by Gabby, who requested that he file them at the courtroom. Javi questioned Gabby about her certainty. It's finished. I'll be formally divorced as soon as they're filed, Gabby stated. I apologize, Prima. I understand you didn't want this, Javi remarked. EJ approached and greeted Javi as he was leaving. Gabby questioned, what the hell do you want? EJ requested Gabby to apologize, claiming that her response to the letter had been immature. For what purpose? Gabby said. You claimed that I was solely to blame for your marriage's breakdown, EJ countered. Gabby was furious and shouted that EJ was to blame. Gabby had declared that her marriage was over, but EJ reminded her that he had only slept with her because she had tempted him. Gabby retorted, you were trying to stick it to Stefan. EJ let out a frustrated grunt. The married one was you. It was you who first made contact with me. EJ clarified, you were shouting from the rooftops that you were done with Stefan. Gabby remarked, but you knew I wasn't in my right mind. EJ smirked and said, when are you in your right mind, to Gabby. EJ should have stopped before they shared a bed, Gabby screamed. EJ sighed a bit later. All right. Blame me if it makes you feel better. Your marriage was destroyed by me. As you may remember, you wrecked mine by talking non-stop during that press conference. Let's not forget. So let's think of us as equal, EJ stated. You acknowledge that you destroyed my marriage, Gabby remarked. EJ faked a grin and repressed his wrath. Yes, there was a part of me that enjoyed watching Stefan suffer so much over our brief altercation. Indeed, when I informed my brother that he would never be able to remove those obscene pictures, I did incite him to seek a divorce, EJ acknowledged. EJ assured Gabby that he would accept responsibility for her divorce, but that Stefan and Gabby were to blame for all the suffering because of what they had done to him. I loved doing it, he said, leaning near. Just as much as I enjoyed watching your tiny little heartbreak, I also enjoyed watching my brother get cuckolded. Gabby gave EJ a slap. Gabby tried to smack EJ once more after he told him he could contact the police. EJ stopped Gabby by grabbing her arm. Hey! Leave her alone! Right now! As he stepped into the square, JJ shouted. Leo sat on the bench outside the Brady pub and gazed anxiously at his phone. Oh no! You only do that when you like someone, therefore he must be typing and erasing. Leo said. Leo moaned after a time and put his phone aside so he could focus on creating the soap opera. Leo yelled out to Joy as she left the pub.